Hey guys, just wanted to stop in real quick and show you some of the seeds I got in the mail. Yay for seeds. Hopefully we can all see. Uh, my light's a little off. Um, so I'll let people come in here for a little bit. Hey Micro Farm Starter. Hey Thrifty VG from Long Island, huh? Not too far away. So yeah, I'm gonna open these seeds here in a few minutes. I'm gonna give people a couple minutes to come on in. Hey Dave, how's it going? Like the new name. So yeah, I ordered a bunch of seeds from a company that um, most people know as a regular company, Burpee, but I don't endorse any seed company. Um, can you guys tell me if the audio and video look okay? See who we got coming in here. All right. Awesome. Thank you, Dave. Wonderful. I'm glad I could set it up right. So without further ado, I might just start opening this seed pack, and whoever gets here gets here. Um, Hopefully we can see some goodies. There's a couple of them I'm kind of curious to tell you about. Let's see if I can open this thing without butchering myself. So yes, these are from Burpee. I don't endorse them, but they had a buy one get one free, so I couldn't beat that deal. Well, and of course they don't have the pretty pictures like the other ones do in the superstores. No big deal. So let's see what we got here. Got a Honeybun hybrid cantaloupe. Hey Cody, how's it going, buddy? And this is this tomato here, the Sun Gold, is my wife's favorite, so I had to get that. Got some more okra. Not that I don't have okra seeds, but who knows? And they sent me a free sample, so a smile. Wildflowers. Yep, almost time for lunch. And then I got these. There's a little story behind these. They're called California Poppy, and they're a cherry swirl. They're really fine and ornate, but they're also deer resistant. Yeah, okra is nice. Stew it with some tomatoes and put it over rice with a little onions in there. Really good micro farm starter. I got some sweet pepper. It's the Hanada. It's a habanero variety that's not hot. So I'm curious to try that. Sometimes I don't like the heat, but I love hot stuff anyway. Um, so I'm gonna do that. Um, Cucumber, Sweet Success hybrid. That's one that I can grow here without bees being too much trouble of pollination. Not that I don't get bees here, but they do. They just don't come around as much. So I'm hopefully going to pump up the pollinator garden this year with some of these wildflowers. Got an eggplant. Not too many people like eggplant in my family. And then I got the Dragon Roll hybrid pepper, which I believe is a um, like a Thai chili. And then I've got Summer Squash butter stick hybrid, which is a yellow squash. Hey, CC boy. Probably butchering your name. Sorry, buddy. I got sweet peppers for the wife. Here's the Thai hot pepper. So that other one's a different one. I think the other one that I was telling you, the dragon roll, is kind of like a shishito. And of course, I got the regular habanero. And then I got sweet Cubanelle peppers. They're just tasty. And I got the Sure Thing hybrid summer squash, which is a like zucchini, if I believe. And this one does not need pollination as well. So that should help me get some squash this year, hopefully. Cody, go for it, man. I mean, mine are terraced raised beds, basically. We had to build a terracing at the bottom of the driveway, as I've shown you guys before, just so we don't fall off the driveway. Then I got some carrots, short and sweet. I don't like my carrots to be real long and thin. I like big, chunky carrots. And I didn't think this was coming in this big, but got some peanuts. Half pound. I didn't think they were sending me a half pound's worth. So let's see what they got. They got this Sow a Smile in there. That's their free giveaway. Oh, and that was lovely of them. $10 off my next purchase. Yeah, I tried peanuts in a pot when I lived down at the beach, down in Virginia Beach. If you look on my channel on Facebook, I believe there's some pictures of actually what I grew, and I actually got a harvest. That was fun, Dave. It's really interesting how they grow. They like grow up, and then they send these pegs out, and the pegs go down into the ground, and those pegs turn into the peas, or well, the beans. They're actually beans, not nuts. And then, of course, little pamphlet material. And they're trying to sell me on their seed starting stuff. I got plenty of seed starting stuff. And my order. So let's see. I didn't think that package of peanuts was going to be that big. Hopefully I can keep them. If I could send them to you, Dave, I'd send you some peanuts. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 seed packs. Plus the, I think that's right. Yes, I'm growing it in my terraced beds. And I might actually clear a spot in the woods to grow some sweet potatoes and maybe some melons. But I have a problem with deer, so that's always going to be fun. Thanks for asking, Julie. So 2, let's see, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16 seeds. And I'll give you a total if it gives me a total. I don't think it gives me a total on here, unfortunately. But they had their buy one, get one free. So I figure might as well take advantage of Burpee's deal. And there was a couple things that sounded interesting. I have a problem with the pollinators, and that's why I went ahead and got some of those seeds that don't need pollination. Tomatoes are fine. I mean, they'll do just fine without pollinators. Hey, Freaky Geek. Welcome, welcome. So I think it cost me originally it would have cost me about $100 for all these seeds. And when I did the buy one, get one free offer, I was able to save like $50. So it was like $47 free shipping. And I used what's called Ebates, and that gives me money back. So I got like $2 or $3 back also. No, I'm not firing any pollinators. I wish they'd come in. I thought I had marigold seeds on here, but I guess I don't. So, how's everybody's morning? Any questions? Like I said, I thought I'd just pop on here for a quick stream. I'm in my grow room, as you can see. It's enclosed. It's not super warm, but I can make it warm. Don't want to make it too warm. Hey, Nora Grace. So yeah, I will probably start most of these in seed flats and then bring them out once they get a little bit bigger. I've been saving yogurt cups to put my tomatoes in once they get a little bigger. I've direct seeded some peas. These two guys. See, they're not as colorful as their retail packaging, but it saves on the ink, I'm sure. Nice, Dave. My grow room is kind of like a greenhouse. It's not set up to be a greenhouse. I have put plastic. Let's see if I can do this without. There you go. I've put plastic on my keypad on these side walls that are screened windows. And it keeps it relatively warm in here. I got a little heater. And that keeps it enough to get things started. And I also have heat mats. So to keep the deer out, I'm not too sure. Maybe you have to sit out with a BB gun. And hey, 2 Wild Onions Homestead. So I might just use a BB gun or my slingshot and hit a couple of them. I mean, if I could hunt, I would hunt a couple of them. But being in the community, I don't know how well that would fly with the neighbors. Yeah, I wanted to tap that sycamore tree, Dave, but I don't know that I'm going to get to it this year. It's a little late in the game, probably. So maybe next year, maybe I'll order the supplies and try it next year. Plus, I'll have more access to that area because we plan on cutting down a magnolia tree that's right next to it. Hate to put it off, though. I hear the sycamore syrup tastes like butterscotch. So what, you guys see my shirt? I'd grow my own if I could have bacon seeds. My mother-in-law got that for me. No, I don't have any shagbark birch trees, funny enough, even though we have a creek running through the property. Hey, Mr. Turner, sir, how's it going? Yeah, there's probably some hickory around here, and there is a company locally that makes hickory syrup. Which is pretty cool. I've tasted it, and it's pretty tasty. I was surprised. I didn't think it would be tasty, but it's awesome. I'm doing good, Mr. Turner. Doing really well. Trying to get this homestead up and running, if we want to call it a homestead. So yeah, at the moment I'm contemplating that name change. The Kilted Life has a little bit of stuff going on with it in Facebook, so that might change again. But I did look up the Kilted Family, and that's available as well, so that might be a good one. Yeah, I'm sure you could look up the shirt and find one. It was in a Gardner's catalog, I think. Long morning. At least I got coffee. Well, I've got plenty of plants here. So yeah, I've put in radishes. They haven't popped up. I've direct sowed them. So it's a little cold at night, so I don't know if they're going to start. The peas, I can tell, have started a little bit, but they're slow to get going just because of the cold, I think. It's been nice and warm, though. I don't know why they just haven't taken off. Just itching to see green come out of my garden. So what else is on you guys' plans for your homesteads or gardens? Or if you have any other questions for me. It's all good, Freaky Geek. You didn't miss much. Yeah, I've seen Stacy's stuff, Tim. It's amazing. Those tomatoes are looking awesome. Yeah, get on those peppers. I need to get on peppers and tomatoes myself. They're they take a while to germinate. Hydroponics, I've thought about it. Don't know that I'm going to get there. Interesting. I've never thought of that, Noah Grace. Boiling your radishes and then putting sour cream and butter on them. That sounds kind of good. Well, that's good, Thrifty. You've started some seeds at least. I mean, I've put some in the ground, hoping that they're going to grow. Awesome, Dave, at Dubois Homestead. That's good that you got all that started. I'm glad. Wow. Already getting strawberries, Tim? That's pretty amazing. I hope to do strawberries at one point. I would hope so. The ground's not really that cold. It's probably your normal 50 degrees, but I do know that if I would have started the peas inside, they'd been like shooting up like hot fire. So maybe I should have started them inside. Hey Jay, how's it going, buddy? At Almost Homestead. Beaver, beaver, beaver. So yeah, we'll see. Like if they don't come up in the next couple days or weeks, I'll give them a week or two. If they don't come up, those peas, I'll just start some more. Maybe the cold got too much to them. We're supposed to be in the 70s, I think, again next week. 50s and 60s throughout next week as well. Um, I would say the grow room is probably like a cold frame if I didn't put a heater in it. Um, it's just like a deck built up with screen porch around or screen siding. Um, so yeah, it'd probably be more like a cold frame. The door's not completely sealed. I need to put new plastic in because it's starting to rip. I can get it pretty warm in here with this little heater. I could get it to 50, 60 degrees if I left it on. Yeah, so that's been the homesteading journey at the moment. Kind of like a sunroom, but not. As you can see, I'll turn this camera again. So there's the window, and there's my little heater. And then behind you is another little window, and then I got this door behind me. Sorry for the jumble, but as you can see, it's bowed out and doesn't actually do much. It helps though. It helps getting things going, and I have the heat mats. Julie, don't give up. It takes time. Sorry, guys. It took me forever to figure out how to get seeds going. I found, for me, heat mats had really helped. Like I said, don't get discouraged. It's a pain. And it's funny. There is some seeds that actually need light to germinate. So I think one is like rosemary and lavender. Another is tobacco. Actually, the seeds need light to start germinating. Thanks, Freaky Geek. So yeah, this is just kind of a room to keep things in, and I mean, it was storage area. Actually, originally it was put in for keeping cats because my mother-in-law couldn't have cats in the house, and my sister-in-law was taking care of them because she's a veterinarian. Yeah, those heat mats, I swear they do something miracle with starting seeds. I had kale sprout in like a day, 2 days with those heat mats. It was amazing. Same with radishes. Anything that was like cold hardy took off in those heat mats. And I've got the heat mats that you can dial in on temperature, which is kind of nice. I think the radiator that Thrifty's talking about is a heat source for the house. You could put a towel over it and then put your seed tray on it. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, hit that thumbs up. Smash that button. Give you a shake. Yeah, if I had radiant heat, I'd use them too. Free source of heat. So yeah, not too much going on. Things are quite slow still. We're getting around to hopefully getting things set up. The lights I'm using are providing enough heat for ours for now. Cool. Yeah. If you use incandescent light bulbs or compact fluorescents, you get a little heat off those. I'm actually I'll try to show it to you. It might blind you guys, so watch out. That's my compact fluorescent bulb. One of them. And I'm going to lower that once I get the seeds. But I recently looked at Amazon, and there's two. I can get a 2-pack of 50-watt LED corn bulbs, which is the same as that style bulb, and they produce quite a bit of light. How did I come up with the Kilted Gardener game name? Well, a lot of people have asked that, and I don't always go into it, but I can go into it. Mainly, my ancestral background is Scandinavian, German. Those are the two of them. And then I got Scottish, Irish, and English, British. So I have a little bit of everything, but my heart truly goes for the Scottish and Irish in myself. Hey, learning curves. So that kind of led me to, one, I love my kilt, and two, I love the garden. So I'm a kilted gardener, and that's how I got that name. But again, I want to try to expand some with my channel, so that name may change to either the Kilted Life or the Kilted Family is one I've been thinking about. The Kilted Life has a little bit of action on Facebook for a page and some groups, so that might cause some confusion. You don't get a lot of hits with the Kilted Family. So I'm thinking the Kilted Family might be a good one. Yeah, I know there's a YouTube page called Kilted Coaches, and they do wear kilts. The Facebook group, they all wear kilts. It's like a kilted brotherhood, basically. So yeah, I mean, that's how I became with my name. And yes, I do wear a kilt. I just don't like to wear my nice kilts out in the garden. And eventually I plan on getting a utility kilt so I can wear it in the garden and not feel so bad if it gets dirty. And if I get to 1,000 subscribers, I might actually put the nice kilt on for y'all. So tell people to come and subscribe. Actually, another fun fact for you, Julie. My family from New York actually owned Hellmann's Mayonnaise at one point. Wish we would have never gotten rid of that. No, I'm not doing the nude gardening challenge. Freaky geek. Hey, two family. Yeah, those leather kilts are nice too, especially for forge work. I know you didn't, freaky geek. I implied. So yeah, that's how my name came about. Nice, thrifty. Yeah, us Scottish, Irish, and British people are crazy. Yeah, I should have tea in my mug, but I was out of milk, so I couldn't have the proper tea. Yeah, I love my kilt. It's comfortable, and actually it was designed better for men than it was women. Unless it's a skirt. Sorry, guys. Keep shaking the camera. Ugh. Funny enough, when you sit down in a kilt as a guy, it covers everything perfectly. You don't even have to cross your legs. Very true, Freaky Geek. Some people can. I got married in my kilt. Nothing wrong with marrying an Irishman. I could tell you a joke about the Scottish and the Irish. Nice. Welsh. That's a language that I'd love to be able to learn. Welsh and Gaelic. I'm trying to think of that joke. Can't think of it anymore. And I don't want to be racially wrong, so I'm not going to tell it. It's kind of bad humor. Nice, Tim. Yes. Maybe I'll wear it for HOA this year. What do you think, Tim? You think I should make Blake walk around with me in a kilt? Not so much naughty humor, Freaky Geek. It's just kind of, not so good. I'll just say that. Why not? Yeah. I'll wear my family shirt and my kilt. Nice, Tim. Yes. Have you seen that sketch? They have I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. Look up a man wearing kilt going up a ladder. Yeah, Justin Rhodes may like it too. I actually met him last year too. Yeah, I think I will. So you guys got anything else for me? We've been going almost about 35 minutes. I just wanted to come in here and do short and sweet. Very cool, Dave. If they want to give me lessons in Gaelic, that'd be awesome. So yeah, seeds. And Dave, if you think I can get those peanut seeds across the border, I would think maybe you could, because they wouldn't think they were seeds. They would think it's a snack. I mean, I've got a half pound of seed. Yes, I wore my kilt to my wedding, Nora. Or Noah. Miss Grace. I wore my kilt to my wedding, and we had a bagpipe player. Yes, I've got these seeds here. They're peanut seeds, and it's a half a pound. I know Dave lives over in Canada, and I was thinking I could put it as basically not food, but I could put it as, like a snack. I wouldn't even tell him what it is, to be honest. But I know how strict. Kent Blue pea seeds. If you think that'll work, Dave, let me know. You know how to get in contact with me. And I will try to fork up some way to send it to you. Yes, junk food is not as good for you. Yeah, funny enough, I lived in the UK for 2 years. Loved it. never wanted to leave. So now I'm back in Virginia. And maybe one of these days, I'd like to move back if I could. Hey, Rocky Brook, welcome. Yeah, Tim, I know the whole fear of allergies. Thank God I don't have allergies to peanuts, but you know what? It's funny. I like peanuts themselves, but I do not like peanut butter. Kind of weird. If it's mixed into something or like a Reese piece or Reese's cup, I could do that. Yeah, I lived in the UK. Sorry, guys. I lived in the. Well, if you want some peanuts, I'll definitely do that for you, Dave. So yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, I lived in the UK for 2 years. Really loved it. Loved the people, the culture, and I so wanted to come back. So I would hope that maybe one day. I know I'm going back for a visit eventually. I've got friends and basically what I call family. Where are you at, Learning Curves? I was in Gloucestershire. Lived in the Cotswolds, Harry Potter country. Very cool two-family homestead. I'll have to go back and look up the channel. Freaky Geek busting out the jokes. Yeah, customs can be a pain. I remember when they packed up my luggage coming back from the military, and I had so many bottles of scotch that I wanted to bring back with me. I told the guys, I was like, look, help me out and I'll help you out. And of course, they were like, okay. And I was like, put these bottles tucked in with some blankets really tight and nice and neat. And they tucked them in and wrapped them all up. And I brought them a 6-pack of Bud Light because they wanted it. That's what they wanted from the American base. So I got some bottles of scotch to the States without even going through customs. Yes, I've met a lot of good people from the UK on YouTube. So I mean, it's really awesome that I was able to do that. I was also able to barter with beef jerky and hot dogs for beer at a local pub. Hey Blake, how's it going, buddy? We were just talking about you, me and Tim. I was showing off my seeds. Of course, I don't endorse any companies, but I got some fake burpee seeds. You can watch it again, Blake. But me and Tim were talking about HOA and that I should wear my kilt. So they had a buy one, get one free deal, Blake, at Burpee not too long ago. And I took advantage of it. There was some seeds that I wanted. And so I just took advantage of it. I spent about $100, but got it for about 50. So that worked out in my favor. So glad you made it, Mr. Daddy Curbs. It's nice to have you on here. I need to work on that project that I told you that I wanted to work on for you. So the wife and kids should be home soon, and we'll be having a nice afternoon, just hanging out, possibly cleaning out the garage. Yes, I'm not getting on ladders. Not for nobody. Yes, I'm glad you caught it too. I was just doing a quick spontaneous live. Actually, I've gone about 40 minutes. I'm surprised. Wow, it's 12:30 already. Wife gets off work at 1, so should probably get off here in the next few minutes. Anybody has any major questions, you can put them in caps, and I'll ask them or answer them real quick. Hey, Blake, you want to try peanuts? I got more than enough, I think. I really didn't think it was a half-pound package of peanuts. I was really shocked that how well they did in a pot. These are just the Virginia peanuts. I was going to try to get some of like the black peanuts or the red peanuts. Well, maybe I'll have to send that in my letter to you, Blake. There is a type of allergy-free. Interesting. Yeah, I would say that fabric pots would work, Blake, because I grew them in just a regular pot on my porch down in Virginia Beach. You can see that on my page when I lived there for 2 or 3 years. Well, it's about 4 years we lived there. What do the seeds look like? Let's see. I can open that up. They're going to look like regular peanuts. And that's why I say I could probably get away with it. Sending them to Dave over in Canada. They shouldn't be shelled. Yeah, see? Just raw peanuts. They should be like kind of green. Yep. There you go. You can eat them raw, but they're not going to be tasty. Yeah, I've seen the striped ones too, Freaky Geek. Hey, Liz. Thanks for coming by. Amazing. I'm so happy that you made it. I was talking about the UK not too long ago. Miss it. I miss it. I miss it. Miss it. No, you can't grow any peanut, Rocky Brook. So the peanut seed has to be raw. It can't be roasted, and it can't be steamed or boiled, of course. So if you can find raw peanuts, then you can grow them. Asian supermarkets are a good place to find raw peanuts sometimes at Rocky Brook. So hopefully that answers your question. Busy little house, welcome, thank you. Yeah, you can't grow roasted peanuts. You have to roast them yourself. So Liz, I was talking about some seeds I got. I got a bunch of seeds. They were buy one, get one at Burpee. Well, maybe Walmart does, Cody. I've not really looked at that. So how big does the peanut plant grow? Let's see what they say here. So this doesn't say much about them. My plants were probably about a foot or two tall. Some creep and some don't. I think the Virginia variety grow just like a bush pea plant, because basically it's a legume as well, the peanut. And then they send out spikes they call them pegs, and they go in the ground, and then that forms your actual peanut, which is a bean, a legume. So there's different types. There's the creeping, and then there's the upright. And I think the Virginia peanut's more of an upright peanut, and I think it only gets like a couple feet tall. But when I did it in a pot, it was really awesome because I was actually able to get peanuts. It just baffled me. It's really cool how peanuts grow. Do you have to plant them every year? Yes, peanuts you would probably have to grow every year. They're not a perennial, not here at least. Probably in Africa and places that originated, it would probably be a perennial. But I mean, the seed pods, if you left them in the ground, they might regrow. How many pounds from one plant? That I couldn't be sure. Let's see. It doesn't give me that, Blake. When I grew that little bit in a pot, and my plants were really small because they were in pots. And if I would have just put one plant, not several, I probably would have gotten more. And it was probably a good hefty handful. I mean, hey, Erica's garden, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. So yeah, I would imagine if I'm growing them out in the garden and giving them space, I could easily get a good amount. I've seen some pictures of like massive roots with just peanuts all over it, just loaded. So we'll try it this year. If it does anything great, I might put one in my big planter pot that my pepper died in, and see how that goes too. It's like potatoes. It's kind of guessing. So, man, it's so good to see people coming in. I don't want to get off here now. Yeah, that too. The birds and the squirrels might actually dig up the plants. So growing them every year would be awesome. Might be the awesome answer for that. Do I wear a kilt? Yes, I wear a kilt. Do I wear it in the garden? No, because my kilt was about 850 pounds when I bought it over in the UK in 2003 and 2004. So double that, it was about $1,600 American. So I will not wear that nice kilt that I wore to my wedding, which is my family name, in the garden. So I hope that answers that question, busy little house. Yes, very expensive kilt. Love it. It's a 16-ounce full wool woven kilt. But there, and then I got my Prince Charlie with my Douglas Tartan, which is not my family name, up in Scotland as a whole set. And then I upgraded some of the Sporin and the Skiandu. I bought all that in Scotland, and that was probably about 500 quid at the time. So we're talking about $1,000 right there just for that. So eventually I plan on getting the utility kilt so I can actually work outside, because they are very comfortable to wear. Gives you lots of maneuverability, and you're not showing a bunch of stuff off either, like some people think. So I really enjoy that, having my kilt. And I still do. I like to wear it for random days. I should have wore it for St. Patrick's Day, but I didn't go out for anywhere. Just sat at home, had Guinness at home, and I'll probably make corned beef and cabbage this weekend. Yeah, Rocky Brook, they're expensive, but if you want just a kilt to wear and not fork out a fortune, look up utility kilts. They're not as expensive, maybe 100, $200, and they come in khaki, like olive drab, camouflage, and they're more for the workhorse person. Yes, I know. Thrifty. Yeah, I know the traditional is bacon with cabbage. From my buddy, he told me bacon and cabbage is the um, main dish for St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, the utility kilts are not as bad, I don't think, Erica. Plus, they're not like wool, and you know how wool is kind of coarse um, and snags on stuff really easily. Those are made more with like a khaki material or a denim. Those utility kilts. Just seeing what you guys are all talking about. Yeah, I like my haggis too. Freaky geek. Well, guys, we're about at an hour, so I'll give it a couple more minutes and then we'll wrap it up. What does my t-shirt say? It says, I'd grow my own food if I could buy bacon seeds or if I could find bacon seeds. You're not the only one, Blake. A lot of people have the awkward silence, and I don't have any squirrels to clip on my hat because I'm not that far advanced yet. It's been a good time, guys. It really has. And funny enough, Burpee was nice enough to send me $10 off. Must have done something right. So, Blake, I'll try to send you some peanuts. And same with Dave. I'll try to do that too. Do I play the bagpipes? I wish I played the bagpipes at Almost Homestead. It's one of my life goals to learn. I played the saxophone, alto, when I was in high school. Whew. Thank you, Thrifty. You too. Have a blessed day. Yes, I'm about to get off here too. I'm going to give it to 60 minutes and then I'll get off. So if anybody has any other questions about seeds or something, you can leave a comment below and I'll try to get back with you. Thank you, Freaky Geek. Thank you, Blake. Thanks, everybody. Do I keep bees? Actually, that's something I would love to do. Paul Otis, my friend at Pine City Apiary, can't speak today, actually gave me a shout out on his channel this week, which was awesome. I'm in Virginia, in the States. So yes, I would love to, and he's really inspired me, as well as so has Daddy Curbs. So I would love to have bees, and we have a water source on the property, so they would not have to have a special water source, which is good. Um, so I've talked to Paul about that, and he thinks, okay, Missouri. I lived in Illinois, St. Louis area, Belleville. I was stationed at RAF, or not RAF, Scott Air Force Base. So yes, I would love to have bees eventually. Money's tight, of course, as most people have that problem. And hopefully one of these days I will get that taken care of. So first is getting the garden set up. My next goal after that is hopefully chickens and then bees, because chickens are not nearly as expensive to start up, but you do need to be careful of predators. And I know we have animal wildlife because the deer eat my tomatoes every year. Yeah, I'm going to put some marigolds and I'm going to put those poppies out. Yes, a gateway drug. Thanks to my mod, We Tree Bonsai. Good to see you. Yes, I've always wanted chickens, but I really do want pigs. I want some Gloucester Old Spot pigs. Ever since I've had Gloucester Old Spot pig when living in the UK, I've not had pork that good in a long time. So it makes me want to raise them. Sorry, Wee Tree. Love my bacon. So hopefully, yeah, we'll eventually get there. Yeah, I know bees can be kind of an expensive endeavor, so I think I'll stick with the chickens first. I might do that. That's a good idea, Weetree. So yeah, we'll definitely plan out something and see how things go. So yeah, I didn't show you, Weetree. Cool, Liz. So I'll take some tips from you. I've got peanuts. Those are peanut seeds. I'll run through them real quick again. Sweet peppers. It's the small peppers, little sweet peppers. I got some okra. Short and sweet carrots, because I don't want Hal is my favorite crown. So I like fat carrots, not these long, no. I want fat carrots. I'm making soup stock and stuff with it, and I want to roast them. The Brits had done right with carrots. Summer squash. This is called Sure Thing Hybrid, and it's also a variety that you don't need pollinators for. Sweet Cubanelle peppers. Hot habaneros, because I like it spicy. Thai hot peppers. Love those for snacking on just in the garden. And this is a butter stick hybrid yellow squash. This one still needs pollination, but I figure give it a whirl. No. Come on, Wee Tree, don't start that. When I was in the UK, I swear, I would get carrots like this size at the local organic farm shop. And then I got Dragon Roll hybrid peppers, which is like a shishito. And the purple and white striped eggplant. And a Sweet Success cucumber, which is one that doesn't need the pollination as well. Sweet habanada pepper, which is a habanero flavor, but sweet in flavor. I know you're picking. Yeah, Papa Pepper's really good with his peppers. California Poppy, and this is the Cherry Swirl. This is really, really pretty. It's like really lacy and really pretty colors. And it's deer resistant, supposedly. Sun Gold hybrid tomatoes, my wife's favorite. I have to grow those. And they call this a honey bun cantaloupe. It just looked really good. It's a hybrid. Of course, you know, hybrids are not bad, people. A lot of people give hybrids a bad rap. And of course, they sent me a free So a Smile sampler, which is their wildflower mix. Everybody gives a bad rap to hybrids, and I can understand it, but hybrids are not that bad when it comes down to it. I'll go on this spiel for a minute, and then I'll get out of here. So a hybrid is when two plants just cross, and that's it. It's doesn't mean that it's non-organic, GMO, any of that. There's nothing wrong with hybrid varieties. Now, the problem that comes with that not being open pollinated is that you can't save the seed from year to year. Or it won't be true if you do save the seeds. So if I save the seeds from my Sun Gold, I might get a cherry red tomato next year. Or I might get the same Sun Gold. It just all variety. Hey, Kate, good to see you for the last couple minutes. Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. So I went through my seeds. You can go back and see that. If anybody here in the States is really looking for some seeds, I can possibly give some to you. Lots going on here. Great, Kate. I'm glad you're so much better. Cheers, busy little house. Ta for now. All right. Well, I should probably get off of here and see that my wife and kids get home and maybe do something today instead of sitting on the computer all day. I'm glad y'all could make it. Any last questions before I go? Do I need to run through the seeds for you, Kate? Yeah. It's about empty, and I'm out of milk, so I can't have a proper cuppa. No PG for me today, just coffee. I'm waiting a minute. So I'll do these for Kate. So Burpee sent me So a Smile, which is a wildflower blend. And then Honey Bun Cantaloupe. They're smaller cantaloupes, and they do about 3 to 4 cantaloupes per vine, which is awesome. Sun Gold tomatoes for my wife. Why is the sky blue? my buddy from Ireland said, if you ask what's up, he goes, the sky, the price of gas, and the price of bacon. So California Poppy, this is a cherry swirl, nice little wildflower that's resistant to deer, hopefully. Sweet habanero peppers, which is a habanero flavor, but sweet. Thanks, Dave. I'll get with you later about seeds. Sweet Success cucumber, one that doesn't need pollination since we don't have a lot of pollinators at the moment. These are the eggplants. They're the striped ones. Dragon Roll hybrid pepper. or yeah, dragon roll, which is like a shishito, so they shouldn't be too hot. You saute them in some hot oil and then salt and pepper. Nice snack. Yes, I know you don't like the peppers, and they don't agree with you, Kate. Summer squash. This is the butter stick. It's a yellow squash. Don't look at this one, Kate. It's another hot pepper. Thai hot peppers. I like to snack on these in the garden. Another habanero, but this is the hot one. Sweet Cubanelle peppers, so no heat. It's okay, Leanna. You can come and see it again. I've done this about 3 times on the video, but this is the summer squash Sure Thing hybrid. It's a zucchini that doesn't need pollination, which should help me. I like hot. Short and sweet carrots. I'm going to make some seed tapes, and we're going to put those out soon. Some Clemson okra, some stewed tomatoes, okra, and onions over rice will be nice. And then just sweet little bell peppers for the wife, you know, the little snacking peppers you get. And then, of course, the peanuts. Maybe me and Papa Pepper need to do a collaboration on who eats the hottest pepper. No, not doing that. Sorry. Yeah, a lot of people don't like okra. Not a lot of people like okra. Even my wife doesn't really like it that much. I like it, but she doesn't. Yeah, I like fried okra, but if you stew it with tomatoes, onions, and stewed tomatoes and onions, and make basically a gumbo out of it, I love it. I mean, it's simple. It's filling. Yeah, I hope the snow stays away. It's funny, just up the road in the mountains, we had snow yesterday when we had all that rain here. They had about 2-3 inches of snow. I mean, we're talking 45 minutes up the road. So it goes to show it can snow on the first day of spring in Virginia. It did last year, and it was actually in my yard last year. Well, I'm glad things are warming up a bit for everybody. All right, guys. So I've been at this for about an hour and really enjoyed the time. Nicely, Anna. I like the sun. We're getting a lot of sun this week, too. I think it may rain a couple days next week, but I don't mind the rain for the seeds to start. What question did I miss? Shoot me a question again. Chat's going by too quick. No, it's not even Mach 2. Let's see. So you didn't tag me in it. What you got for me, Weetree? It's okay, Kate. I totally get it. Okay, why am I not using a green stalk? Simple reason for that would be I don't have the money to buy one at the moment. And you asked how large of an area. So I would say my little beds are probably 3 foot by 3 by 12 foot, and I've got 4 of them, so I'll be doing those. And if I get some sweet potato slips, I might try to put some of those in the woods just to see what the heck they'll do. I'll probably put some stuff in pots. I know, Weetree. Makes it easier, though. See, I think that would be a way to get questions answered very easily. Tag the creator when you want their attention. But I know not everybody can do that. Some people on mobile. But yes, so we'll have a pretty substantial garden if I can keep the deer out of it. I had 40 tomato plants one year. Yes, definitely. And if you have questions, you can put them in the comments below, and I'll try to get to them. That might work with Doug and Stacy. Tag Mr. Doug. My hat's not as nice as his. This is a cheap Crackle Barrel hat. It was like $20. It's kind of like Doug's, but not as nice. And I got more gray in my beard than him, I think. Good point. Good point. All right, guys. So I'm going to give this to 1 hour, 15 minutes, and then we're going to go. Might as well do an even, well, semi-even number. And that reminds me, Kate, I've got to make my vinegar. I found a half-gallon jar, and I've got some old apples. So maybe I'll film that this weekend. I've got a video of that. I've got a video of me working on the car yesterday. And then I want to make a video for kicking it with Karen and make a fermented jicama slaw. So like it's a fermented, it'd be like a sauerkraut, but with jicama. I've been meaning to do that for her, but my tripod broke. Yeah, I've got a whole bag that went soft on me, and I need to do something with them, and I thought vinegar would be the greatest thing to do with it, and I can film at the same time. Jicama it doesn't have a lot of flavor. It's crunchy like an apple, and you can put it pretty much on anything. You can shave it up and put it on top of a burger. And I usually put a little lime and cilantro, if you like cilantro. I'm getting more comfortable on the other side of the screen, huh? That's good. Could turn on my heater and blare you all out. Nah, we won't do that. Yeah, cilantro is one of those ones that you either love or hate. I love it, but I love Indian curry, so you kind of have to have cilantro, and I love Mexican food. Now, if I can find some seeds for culantro, that'd be interesting. It tastes just like cilantro, but the leaves are long and narrow. All right, guys. So we'll end this here. I hate to leave. It's been really fun. Hey, my brother's in for a few seconds. I'm about to leave, dude. How's it going, Jeffrey? Good to see you. I was just showing off. I got a bunch of seeds. And peanuts. Jicamas with a J. Let's see. There you go. Love you too, brother. It's been good. Hope your car shopping's going well. Text me in a little bit. Let me know. Yeah, things are good, Jeffrey. Shalom. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to hop off and I'm going to end this. Jeffrey, get with me later and let me know what's going on. Love you, bud. Appreciate you stopping by at least. You can turn around and watch the whole thing if you want. I showed the seeds about 3 times. All right, I'm off. Kilted Gardener out. Give me some comments on feedback, and also hit that bell and subscribe if you feel like you want to. And give me a like. Kyo. Ta for now. Cheerio. I'll talk to y'all soon. I'm out.